I'm talking about the Joker, also from The Dark Knight, who said, introduce a little anarchy, upset the established order, and everything becomes chaos, Lee. I'm an agent of chaos. No, you know the thing about chaos? It's fair. And I say that because you brought it up, Lee. The standings are nuts right now. It's chaotic. And the Joker, that one, rest in peace, Heath Ledger, from The Dark Knight, is loving this because it's wild what's going on right now when you look, especially at the Eastern Conference, where you said Philly's 5-1 at the top. Okay, but then it's the Magic, the Pacers, the Cavs, and the Hawks in 2, 3, 4, 5 spot at all 4 and 2. You got the Knicks would be in the playoffs at 3 and 3. They're tied with the Bucks, who would be your 8th seed. I mean, it's just mental right now. The West is, also just, it's a classic West where it's just a log jam. It feels like every team is either 4 and 2, 3 and 3, or 2 and 4. It is fun.
The Nets and the Wizards last night is a good example because I was like, the Nets will win this by 40, but it wasn't like that. It was actually like, oh, there's some chaos out there. You're right about the Joker. Like it just doesn't feel like we have the same sort of confirmed storylines going in right now. It feels like, oh yeah, there's some teams out there that can really compete when they play hard, and when they and in the past we haven't seen that. So maybe it's just all this whole, the season came back late, and some of these teams haven't played for 9 months, really competitive basketball. But we're seeing some fun stuff. So it's very, very good for the league, I think, to have that feeling at least where there's a little bit more parity and a little bit more competition in the conferences.
I do think the baseball factor kind of plays into things. You look at the Hawks, they had this game against the Nets early in the week. They lose, 145 to 141. They're probably like, oh, we could have won that game. Normally, you're not getting another chance to beat that same team for a couple of weeks, probably. Sure. This time, it's a few days. So you're saying, okay, here's what we got to do to win. We just played this team. Let's do it. And they went out and they did it. I think that definitely factors in the familiarity, seeing the same teams, the same players over and over. But you mentioned the Jokers, Skeets. Got to ask JD, hate to put you on the spot here. Who's the best Joker? What you got? Jack Nicholson, Heath Ledger, Joaquin Phoenix, Jared Leto.
Isn't there a new one coming too, or is that the Riddler?
Jared Leto is the latest, and I think he is the current. Is he not?
Well, there's a new Batman coming out, right?
Right, but I think that Jared is the guy still.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know. I didn't know
that.
Knows? The best Joker, and it's not even close, is Heath Ledger.
Yeah.
I mean, it's by miles and miles and miles, and the second would be Jack Nicholson, in my opinion.
All right.
I would have liked to see them be able to kind of hybridize it. Like if Heath Ledger just had that gigantic face thing that Jack Nicholson had on, that was the only thing missing to me, that weird face.
Yeah. Yeah, well, Nolan wanted to put Batman in reality for some reason. So there you go.
I can't believe Cesar Romero got snubbed. I mean...
yeah.
Oh, my God.
You're dating
Cesar
yourself, mate. Wow.
Caesar is iconic, no doubt.
He's incredible, I thought. I showed some clips of Cesar Romero as a Joker to my boys. They absolutely loved him. Loved him. Yeah.
Well, they're 8 and 4. 8
yeah.
And, so... perfect for them.
Oh my God, yeah. Like it's so funny seeing old Adam West, the sort of not very masculine in that role to what the Batmans are now.
How dare you?
Well, Lee, what's your favorite Batman villain? And you can't say the Joker, let's say.
Oh, you can't say the Joker. Yeah. Catwoman, I guess. Julie Newmar, No, Michelle Pfeiffer in what was that one? Batman Returns? Was that Batman Returns?
Yeah, Batman Returns.
Catwoman.
Yeah.
Really?
Anne Hathaway is the best Catwoman, though. Come on.
Is Catwoman even a villain?
Kind of.
Well, she sort of, she does swing a little bit, doesn't she? She sort of,
Well, I don't know what she does in her off time. Shouldn't jump to conclusions.
But they really
like
ran
that.
out after the Riddler. And Penguin, I guess it's Joker, Penguin, Riddler, because then they had Egghead in the old day. Two-Face...
classic. He's on the Mount Rushmore.
As you can imagine, I'm a huge fan of Egghead.
I've never even heard of it. Who is
I have no
Egghead?
idea. Yeah.
Egghead. He was back in the day in the old.
Was he just smart?
In the 60s show. That was, like I say, they just... I used to watch it as a kid, and I remember it was like Joker, Riddler, Penguin, and then it'd just be like, the Mad Hatter, I think, was one as well. But these guys only got like 1 or 2 shows because no one really wanted to see them.
Can you explain Egghead for a lot of us?
Well, he just had an egg on his head, like that.
What was he, smart at least?
I'm sorry for asking.
You know, like it's like a normal sort of like he's some crazy villain.
He must have been smart, right? He had to.
yeah.
Or maybe
I mean-
he scrambled something. I don't
He
know.
loved eggs. Just threw eggs at
It
you.
was basically me. Was I in the original Batman series?
But yeah, he just didn't. You remember that movie Eggheads? I think with
Coneheads?
Dan Aykroyd.
Coneheads. Yeah, maybe that was it. Yeah, yeah.
Wow. Tangent.
Wow, that was a hell of a tangent.